You've seen us conquer San Francisco, Monterey Bay, Big Sur, and the Sequoias all in our rental Tesla. And today we are leaving Three Rivers to head down to the southern part of Big Sur, Morro Bay, and the Channel Islands. We've left our beautiful Airbnb near the Sequoias with a full charge thanks to their EV charger. Next stop is one of the largest EV chargers, Kettleman City. So we just left our Airbnb in Three Rivers, which is about 15 minutes from the entrance to Sequoia National Park. But one thing we learned is for a lot of the things we wanted to do, including the giant sequoias, it's like another hour of driving through switchbacks in Sequoia National Park. So on top of the short 15-minute drive, we had another hour. And Sequoia National Park does not have any EV chargers inside of it, neither does Kings Canyon. So we were really fortunate to have booked an Airbnb that had a Nema 1450 and got partial kits from Hertz to charge our car. And fortunately, Zach brought the random things that were missing from the kit. So we were able to leave today from the Airbnb with a full charge, which is a great start for a travel day. And we also noticed that in town, they kind of
take advantage of the tourists,
yes,
by the way. They're very opportunistic. That's a good way to say it.
So gas was a little expensive in town. It was like over $5, and we're finding most of the places outside of town were almost $5, so it was a little bit more. But it's nice to skip all that. And now we are on our way to Morro Bay. As you can see, there are plenty of amenities nearby. Kettleman City has 55 chargers on the eastern side near Bravo Farms, which we drove by first. We continued on to the other 40 chargers to the west since that was near the lounge. It was our first time seeing this many chargers in one spot. It was also our first time seeing the lounge. There's nothing quite like it that we've seen on the East Coast yet. Kettleman City is not just a supercharger. It is a major hub connecting San Francisco and Los Angeles. This is why there are so many chargers and a lounge. The lounge is only accessible using the code in the Tesla app, and these chargers are limited to Teslas only. Inside the lounge, there is a shop and a barista during business hours. The lounge bathrooms and seating areas are still open after hours. We didn't want to invade the privacy of others trying to enjoy the lounge, but if you're still interested, there are plenty of other videos out there that showcase the lounge available on YouTube.
We didn't actually need to charge just yet, but we couldn't pass up Kettleman City because we're actually driving right through it from the Sequoias to Morro Bay, so had to make a stop and check it out. Pretty interesting.
We have one more charging stop before making it to Big Sur and Morro Bay, and it had some of the best charging prices we've seen yet here in California.
So this is a new V4 supercharger, and the interesting thing with the pricing on here is this is the first time I've seen dynamic pricing based on how busy it is, not necessarily time of day. Most of the other ones I've seen the dynamic pricing be, more expensive during the day, cheaper at night. But this particular one, you can see it's actually real-time monitoring how busy it is, and then if there's higher congestion, it's going to start to increase the cost. So it looks like 3 different tiers. Right now we're in the low tier at 36 cents, and there's a mid tier there at 45, and the highest at 4 cents per kilowatt hour. So interesting concept. First time I've seen that.
On the right.
Looks like only some of them are V4s.
Yeah, it looks that way. So we're doing our second charge of the day here at Paso Robles. This will allow us to drive over the rest of the way to the coast and drive up some Big Sur as we head to Morro Bay. This installation has both 250 cabinets as well as some new V4s that you can see through there in the row next to us. A lot of chargers here, I think about 40 or so.
When we traveled through Big Sur, there was still a stretch of the road closed due to a rock slide. This is why we did a portion of the northern section, as you saw in our earlier videos. Then we drove out and visited Sequoia National Park. Now we are driving back to the east coast to head north to catch some of what we missed before heading back south to Morro Bay. We are still missing a portion of the middle section of Big Sur, but the good news is it is back open now.
Tell me something, it might just take the pain away. See, I've been thinking a million things I want to say. Now I'm looking in your eyes, but I'm wandering to your lips. See, I'm trying to keep it cool while I'm hovering for the kiss. 'Cause I've been needing you like old-fashioned orange slice, sweet like daiquiri with strawberry crushed ice. Know you like a margarita with the hot spice. Love the taste of paradise. No, it's never been the right time. Like we're holding back the storyline. And I'm waiting at the end of the night, thinking of you. Took your number from a friend, but I never call. I never call. I never call. I started writing a DM, didn't sleep at all. Not awake that night. And every time I go out, I'm looking around to see you there. Where are you? And my heart skips beating when your perfume's in the air. 'Cause I've been needing you like old-fashioned orange slice, sweet like daiquiri with strawberry crushed ice. Know you like a margarita with the hot spice. Love the taste of paradise. Yes, you do. No, it's never been the right time. Like we're holding back the storyline. And I'm waiting at the end of the night, thinking of you. No, it's never been the right time. Like we're holding back the storyline. And I'm waiting at the end of the night, thinking of you.
Morro Rock is a massive volcanic plug located just off of Highway 1. It rises 576 feet above the ocean and is a protected nesting area for peregrine falcons. It was named one of the best places for birdwatching by the Audubon Society. We loved the town because it had a very calm, quaint vibe. Impressive views that you don't have to fight for, right up our alley. Right outside of our hotel were some EV chargers. One was a CCS charger, which we did not have an adapter for. The other chargers required the Clear Token app and weren't rated well on PlugShare. Users said it was expensive. Based on our timing and the state of charge of our car, we were able to wait until we headed out to Ventura to charge. However, we end up paying the price for that decision as the rental is not getting a good charge curve and we end up wasting a lot of time at the supercharger. You can see this footage in our next episode, so go ahead and click that subscribe button so you don't miss it. The next morning before heading out, we checked out the nearby Morro Bay State Park Museum of Natural History, which was only $3 for adults and free for kids. Then we checked out Morro Rock one more time before heading out and got to see it covered in fog. We also saw the otter viewing area where many otters could be heard banging their shells as they open their shellfish.